Ladies and gentlemen, these past few months you have welcomed good business news into your home. Thank you. Now, with the general state of suckiness in the news and some popular demand, season 2 of Good Business News is here. I give you my word that in this new season, we will strive to put a smile on your face and spread good news about businesses and our economy. Thank you for being here and entrusting our pretend journalistic integrity. I'm geriatric. You know what the bad news is. Now it's time for the Good Business News. A recent LinkedIn survey showed that confidence from the U.S. workforce is growing. That's wonderful. Freelancers, contractors, and the self-employed are showing the biggest jump in confidence from last month as it relates to how they feel about their job, finances, and career outlook. Good news for live music lovers. Puckett's has relaunched its live music program. Songwriters are now back performing at their Nashville, Franklin, and Columbia locations. And is your ride looking a little dirty? Well, you can wash it for a great cause. Washtopia in Spring Hill is going to be donating 50% of all car washes to the Well Food Pantry in the Wash for a Cause. It's happening on Saturday, July 18th. And you could win $500 in gift cards just for visiting Maury County businesses. Maury Alliance has launched the Where's Maury the Mule promotion. Visit any of the participating businesses and find Maury the Mule, or some people call him Murray in Maury County. He's hidden in their establishment somewhere, and you could win your share of $500 in gift cards. For more information, go to MauryAlliance.com/MauryTheMule. And hey, don't be a mule about it. We go now to your local Edward Jones advisor, Wilton Penny Hotline. And joining us right now is Maury County Mayor Andy Ogles. Mayor, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, my name is Geriatric. Your name is actually Andrew, but you go by Andy. Does that make you more likable as a politician?
I'm not sure, but it's just what everyone knows me as.
I understand. There's worse names that all of us could be called, I'm sure. I've noticed you've been doing a segment on Facebook called Around Town, and you're showcasing lots of local businesses. What prompted you to start doing these segments?
You know, when the restrictions began to be lifted, there was some hesitation for individuals to get out and to go to restaurants. And obviously, everyone needs to take the appropriate precautions. So it was really just an opportunity to feature businesses and remind people that, hey, whether it be Puckett's or the bowling alley or, one of the many businesses in Spring Hill, that they are open for businesses and to give people, kind of a peek behind the scenes. So again, to spotlight the business, to encourage businesses and the economy, and then maybe have a little fun as we do it as well.
Yes, I've noticed one of the side benefits of all this promotion has been a lot of eating. And usually you're wearing a white shirt and you're eating lots of messy things. Mayor, why take such big laundry risks at a time like this?
Right. It's fun though. Anytime you're going to dive into a red pasta sauce with a white shirt, it can be messy, but so far so good. I think I've only had a couple of spills, but and I've gotten to enjoy some really good food across town. A perfect example of a red sauce would be Nelly's there in Spring Hill. It has some amazing, I would call it fast Italian, but it's high quality, but they can serve it to you quick. And what great owners and what great fun that was.
All these segments, and we'll put a link to your Facebook page. All of them have been very entertaining, and I know for a fact you are driving local businesses just by the mouth-watering segments that you've been producing. Now, I must ask you, in the name of health, how is your cholesterol and your weight doing since starting these segments?
It's off the charts. I'll have to be honest with you. No, I'm teasing. Fortunately, I didn't run today, but I try to get up every morning and run a couple of miles. And quite frankly, in the age of COVID-19, health is a concern. COVID-19 is a virus that tends to be those individuals with comorbidities or pre-existing conditions are at greater risk. So, for example, obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, all three of those are directly linked to health. And so I would encourage everyone, COVID-19 is a wake up to our healthcare infrastructure, but it's also a wake up to our own selves with personal responsibility of get out there and exercise. We're all could, stand to lose a couple of pounds. And, you've got COVID, I think we've all got COVID-19 and 19 extra pounds here or there that we could all stand to lose, right? But again, I think it is a reminder of get out there, be healthy. Let's live healthier lifestyles. COVID-19 is not going away. And so we've got to own our own destinies.
That's a good word, Mayor. Now, on that subject, you're a supporter of opening the economy back up completely and lifting restrictions. And how would you state that case to maybe critics or people that are not quite comfortable going there yet? How would you state your case?
Yeah, so today I think was my 107th COVID-19 update. I made a promise when this first started. There was a lot of fear, still is, that I would do updates every day until the restrictions were lifted. I outlined this was a two-part conversation. One is going to be about the virus. How do we respond to the virus? And, what's the state of our healthcare infrastructure? The second part of that equation or that conversation is the economy. And what we know is that our economy can't survive another shutdown. So how do you manage the two? That's not an easy dialogue to have. It's some tough conversations that have to be had. But at the end of the day, we are a republic of free states. We are a republic of free people. And it comes back to individual responsibility for yourself. And so if you are at risk, take those extra precautions. I said on today's update, I keep a mask in my pocket. I don't wear it often. I would not be considered at risk. But if you are at risk, certainly put on this mask. And what you're telling me is, hey, you want to social distance. You want to be separated somewhat from the rest of the herd, if you will. There's no guarantee that we're going to have a vaccine soon. And even if we have a vaccine, they're saying it may only be 74% effective. So again, there's no promise that there's this magical vaccine that's going to drop out of the sky that's going to make this go away. We've got to learn to manage this. And I do implore, if you are, 65, 70 years old or older, wear your mask, remind people that you want to social distance, but also if you have diabetes and you're in your mid-30s, you need to wear a mask, take those extra precautions. And then again, you're telling me that for whatever reason, whether it's a personal choice or for some health reason, that you want to social distance, those extra measures. And so that's how we move forward. As mayor, I serve as the CEO of the county. I'm ready for boring, which is, potholes and cats and trees. There's no playbook for a pandemic, but we're pushing forward. And I thank the governor for all that he's doing. I haven't agreed with him on all of his policies or some of his communication or lack thereof, but it's not easy to be a governor or a mayor right now. And so I pray for everyone that's been affected for COVID-19 by COVID-19, and then pray for our economy because we've got to get back to business.
Absolutely. And as one of the leaders that is on the forefront out there, I personally appreciate all your forthcoming communication on a daily basis during this time. That is true leadership. And Mayor Ogles, we are thankful for you joining us today on your local Edward Jones Advisor Will Tenpenny hotline.
Absolutely. Have a blessed day.
Well, that is going to do it for Season 2, Episode 1. Thank you for being here. I'm Jerry Attrick, and a big special thanks to your local Edward Jones Advisor, Will Tenpenny, Grecian Family Restaurant and Bakery, with Trivia Night every Tuesday at 6:30, and Honest One Auto Care on Port Royal and Spring Hill, and of course a special thanks to Mayor Andy Ogles. Until next time, keep looking out for your neighbor, and stay healthy, my friends.